Hey, what is going on, crypto people? Happy freaking Saturday. Happy Saturday. Is it Friday? Man, did I get the dates wrong? No, today is Saturday, isn't it? It is Saturday. Saturday vibes with the crypto C's. And Gnosis Global, their DEX, the V3 version is up and running. It's up and running. We're going to cover that. Their post on X. I'm not as comfortable or familiar, I should say, with the Enosys DEX as I am with other D apps on Flare. So perhaps we'll get some people check in. Maybe we'll do a little AMA, a little Q&A as well. But I wanted to hop on here and let you guys know I am back in town and I wanted to do a live stream about things going on with Flare. Listen, like Chris Larson thing, I don't know. Chris is doing what guys with tons of money doing. So that's good to see Chris Larson doing some stuff for sure, right? It's good to see that he's doing some stuff. So Barbie Taylor's in the building. Hey, C's, top of the evening to you. How are you? Appreciate you checking in. So it looks like the Enosys V3 is up and running. We're gonna look into it, take a look at it. I'm not on there, I don't think. I did It's up and running. I did some testing and stuff, but I'm not in any pools there. I'm more on Kinetic and then Spark Decks. But hey, we'll go into it. We'll see what's good. Trey's in the building. What's going on, bro? Flare is the yield protocol. I hear you, my friend. I hear you. I exited my SUI positions. I was supposed to do a live stream for the Patreon about that, but exit SUI, just gonna keep it's kind of running. You don't want to be in them things when they're screaming sideways. A little up trend is fine, but screaming, that's another thing entirely. That's a totally separate thing. What's going on with the market right now? Like the Flare token, that's ranging. That's been ranging for a minute. I mean, look, if you look at 3 months, I mean, look at that. That's been ranging for a while. Yeah, that would be I mean, look at that. Yeah, you could get some good rewards on that FLR like that. For sure. All right, let's go with this. Let's check out CoinGecko, see what's good with that. Getting some liquidity pools on FLR. Made that Bitcoin purchase that I talked to you guys about. I did that the other day. I probably bought it higher than I wanted to, but I did get it. We're going to track that and share our thesis and our strategy with Bitcoin. We're going to do that. And I think what I'm also going to do is I'm going to add to some positions, not much, $400 or $500 per position. And I want to track it. I want to track it when moon, because one of them is going to be the FLR token. So I want to check that. My thought is FLR token and one of these tokens going up, probably SUI, maybe Solana, and track $400 or $500 and see the return on those, because we're in this thing, right? We got this October, November, December. We got most of 2025. Check it out and see what would have done you some good overall. So it's going to be interesting to see. All right, so let's share this. I refreshed CoinGecko. Let's go over these numbers. This is a Saturday night vibe. I'm going to hang out a little bit. We're going to go over the Enosys Global post and take a look over there at that platform. Again, I'm not as comfortable over there as I am on Kinetic or Spark Decks or even Sceptre for that matter, but we'll take a look and see what's good. Then it's the Saturday night vibes. I mean, you guys can ask me some questions. If you have any questions about DeFi or anything like that, for sure. And yeah, we got back from our trip to go see Kevin Hart. That was pretty cool. All right, so according to CoinGecko, the total cryptocurrency market cap is 2.32 trillion. Bitcoin dominance 54 or so percent. Bitcoin is trading at $63,219 again. And on the 30-day, Bitcoin is up 4%. Ethereum is trading at $2,615. Okay. And on the 30-day, it's hasn't done much, pretty even. Solana's at $148 again. Stuff's going on with or went on with their little conference or event that they had in Singapore. On the 30-day, it's up 3.5%. XRP is at 60 cents. On the 30-day, it's up 0.5%. Again, that market is just doing what the market does. It's interesting to see what's going on. We're going to see what Bitcoin's going to do the next couple of weeks. We'll see what October brings. And then we got all of 2025 to see what's good. Look at artificial super intelligence right now. Yeah. $1.61. Interesting. Right here, artificial super intelligence and SWE, 57, 58% and 72% respectively on the 30-day. So you got two AI plays here. This is interesting. Two AI plays, because BitTensor is down here at 46% on the 7-day, on the 30-day, excuse me. And SWE, 72%. 7-day numbers are interesting as well. But yeah, there it is. Look, they got Matic changed to the POL token now that they re-token their thing. That's good to see as well. But, overall, the market's just doing what it does. The market is just doing what it does. Let me go to the live chat. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button on the way in. That would be super, super cool. We always like to have just as many likes as we got viewers in the stream. Where's the Enosys post? That's my guys over SparkDex. Becoming a fan favorite in the crypto sieges home. Becoming a fan favorite. Interesting. They got a little link here. Okay. Enosys DEX V3 is now live on Flare Network. It features concentrated liquidity positions, native LP incentives, delegation and flare drop rewards, optimal swap routing. Yeah, so, I got SparkDex, I got Enosys over here. It's good stuff. Because you don't know who's going to be the Google, who's going to be Yahoo. You don't know. Enosys says here, we have initialized and incentivized 72 liquidity pools. 72 across fee tiers with varied levels of APS incentives. These incentives will last for 30 days and will be renewed with adjustments as we gather data on liquidity behavior. 72 pools. All right. It says the first epoch will end approximately 4 hours post the launch, at which time the APS incentives will become claimable. Future epochs will be 12 hours. APYs for incentives will not be displayed at launch, as APY estimate calculations will rely on historical data. Additionally, 5 LPs will be added to the Flare Network's rFLR emission system. Right? So rewards, Flare rewards. So Wrap Flare USDC bridge 0.3%. So that's about the same. DSCC, USDC, Wrap Flare, SFLR 0.05, about the same. Bridged Tether, bridged USDC. It's interesting. You got a stablecoin pair in here. That's good. 0.05% fee. Then bridge USDC and USDX. Final details will be released when confirmed with the emissions. Okay. All right. So that was that post was 6 hours ago. So we're going to check that out. Take a look at that. Let me welcome some people in. James at the water cooler's in the building. What's going on, bro? Highly recommend getting flare. What's going on, bro? How are you? Appreciate you checking in this evening on a Saturday night. Let's check out these liquidity pools. I haven't been on Enosis, like I said, like I've been on other things. Barbara, let's see here. Let's see. V3 DEX. Let's take a look at what they got going on here. I guess I need to change that to flare. All right. Let me get let me check my test wallet first. I may be in something of it. All right, let's go here. Let's do this one. Let's not do that one. Let's go here. Change this to flare. What happened? Why did it disconnect? I don't understand. Here it is here. All right, so we got the DEX. I imagine that's the V3 version. Here's liquidity. Let's see what they got. What kind of activity we got going on here, Barbara? Let's see. Few buys. SFR, WFR, right. So apparently people are liking that pool. Let's go see what's going on in liquidity. Okay. Got the HLN and Flare. We got TBL of 2,000, 7,000, 15,000. SFLR and FLR 216,000. See, that would be one I would get into, right? With a little bit of our FLR there. Incentives available, abscess and rLFR. So 216. What else we got? 63,000 FLR and EETH. Well, I don't know what EETH is. Can you? Where are the stables? Where are the stable coins? All right. $15,000. Here are the stables. This stable here has 79,000. Okay. 0.05% fee tier there. So 79,000 here. What's that? 0.18 fees. 18 cents. $5 and fees. See something here. $5 in fees. All right, so we got 0.05 total value locked. 24-hour volume. Is that saying $19 or 19,000? Um, Would flaremetrics.io/DeFi have this one on here? I don't know. This thing kind of just went live. Let's check out Flaremetrics and see if they got these. Flaremetrics. There it is. Let's see if they have this, if they're tracking this pool on Enosys. All right, I see some SparkDex, Blaze Swap, SparkDex, Blaze Swap, Clearpool. No Enosys. Okay. It's probably because it's too early. Probably because it's too early there. All right. So I don't know. Is that $19.45? I don't know if that's 19,000 24-hour volume. I mean, this thing, $5 in fees, 216. Sceptre flare. Okay. Aggressive, conservative, full, custom. Nice. Aggressive, conservative, full, and then your custom. We like the custom. All right, what we got going on here? And the reward was rFLR. Okay, yeah, a little bit of data would have been a little bit more data here. All right, let's see, I got custom in there. Yeah, I need to check this because this the dollar value. This, I mean, we're talking 7 million, right? FLR tokens and right 7 million SFLR tokens. The dollar value is 216,000. The reward is an rFLR. Did I miss APY or did I not? What happened with the APY? Did I miss that? I guess he did say something in that post about not posting the APY yet because of something, right? No data yet. Yeah, because of no data yet. I'm pretty sure that was the reason. Keyless is in the building. Lady of Cryptos are here. Oh, Barbie says ETH is Enosys ETH. Okay, Enosys ETH. Thank you for sharing that. We're gonna smash those likes for our guy Siege. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. So yeah, so there's no APYs there. Again, I'm looking at that 19 point something. I need, is that 19,000 or $19? Right, we got to check that 24-hour volume. Massively important to know the 24-hour. It's not a game changer. It doesn't mean we can't enter, but knowing the 24-hour volume definitely helps. Let me see something. They had the swap thing going on too. I have some SFLR. So the pool was SFLR and wrapped SFLR, right? Hold on, let me make sure I'm not losing it. Yeah, so no, it's SFLR and FLR. Okay, he's going to earn APSIS and rFLR. Okay, so it's SFLR and FLR. Okay, got it. All right. So it's regular FLR. Pro Creator Rod's in the building. How are you, bro? Appreciate you guys checking in on a Saturday night, man. Got back. Keyless a trip to Houston and go check out Kevin Hart. It was awesome. He was funny as heck. Let's see. As usual, this is our little Kevin Hart thing that we did there. Dude is really short, man. Yeah. Yeah. It's funny. What do they call the plastic cup guys? Were pretty funny as well. I guess they always go out before him type of deal. So but yeah, it was pretty cool. It was definitely pretty cool. Yeah, smash them like fam, says co-creator Rod. So Enosys Global, their V3 is live. They don't have the APYs yet. Probably sometime tomorrow they'll have those APYs. We need to get a better sense of the 24-hour volume uh, going on over there as well. Who opened for him? Siege, his guys. They call it the Plastic Cup. He tours with basically his guys are comedians. They're comedians in their own right, and they're friends of his. And then I think there's another guy who's like his personal trainer, but that's kind of like his crew. And he kind of came up in the business with, and so they open up for him. They open up for him. So let's see what else is going on here. I wanted to share with you guys. I know that DeFi Daddy's been on a tear here of late, sharing on X. But I wanted to share, no, not this. I think it's interesting that SparkDex is talking about some leverage. Let me get to, I think that's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what they come up with. What they're going to come up with. So need a spark to ignite your trading game. How about some leverage? It's coming. It's coming to Flare Networks. It's coming to Flare Networks. Very, very interesting. So I read through that, right? Let me go over here and see what else I wanted to share with you guys from Flare. This is pretty cool. This is just the beginning. This is from Flare Networks. This is just the beginning of what the Flare DeFi emissions program can bring. 16 million plus TVL and 1 million plus wallet addresses. You are not too late to participate. And it goes on to tell you what exactly is the program. All right. So what is the Flare emissions program, Flare DeFi emissions program? It's 510 million FLR program. It's a 510 million FLR program designed to catalyze DeFi activities on Flare networks by rewarding active participants. It helps drive liquidity provisions and engagement while supporting the forthcoming release of F assets. Flare DeFi importance in F assets here, mixed block, okay, mixed backing makes the system trustless and more resilient to market volatility. Bitcoin agent, USDC agent, bulk collateral online asset, community pool collateral FLR. It's going to be interesting. The community pool FLR is interesting. That collateral there. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. FSS allow assets like Bitcoin, XRP, and Doge to be used on Flare. FSS are over collateralized with a mixed backing, including stablecoins, bridged from other chains such as USDTE and USDC via Stargate finance /bridge. Stablecoin liquidity is crucial. I bridged over some USDC just a few days ago. It's like 150 bucks. Stablecoin liquidity is crucial for efficient liquidations. When the collateral value falls below a certain threshold, the system can sell the collateral at fair market prices without delays, allowing for an efficient rebalancing of the ratio. Deep liquidity pools also facilitate efficient liquidations and create yield generations opportunities in F asset related pools. Yeah, this is very, very nice. So a robust DeFi eco ensures the stability of the F asset system and accelerates its use cases. DApps joining the rFLR emissions program, Spark DEX, Blaze Swap, Kinetic. Yeah, see, Enosys has got their thing going. I think that just happened. Rain Protocol and XDeFi's participation coming soon. That's interesting to see what Rain Protocol is going to offer. All right. So rFLR is reward FLR is used to reward participation and is allocated monthly to participating DApps, which then distributed to their eligible users. Any unclaimed, unallocated, or undistributed rFLR will either be reallocated for future programs or burned. Learn more here. I've been really loving the didn't mean to do that. I've been really loving the synergy amongst the DApps they got going on with Flare. Love that they keep posting and updating people. I love what they're going on right now. Barbie got a phone call. No worries, Barbie. No worries. What's going on, Legendary? The Blue Wrenches are here for sure. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button on the way in. That would be super, super cool. So exactly how do we earn the FLR? By participating in those 3 DEXs, now four with Enosys, and you provide liquidity, right? So they initiate, it was initially these 3 here, Sceptre, Kinetic, and Spark DEX. I love the idea of just getting FLR, wrapping and delegating FLR, going to either Spark DEX and swapping that WFLR for SFLR, or if you happen to catch it in the staking period at Sceptre, going there to Sceptre and getting some SFLR. Just doing that makes you eligible for the rFLR in addition to the delegation rewards, which is in addition to the flare drops that you get from flare and then wrapping the flare. So then if you want, you can get into liquidity pools on Spark DEX. If you want, you can lend your SFLR on Kinetic Markets or enter a liquidity pool on Kinetic Markets and then get rFLR from those as well. Depending on the pool. I think the only pool on Spark DEX is the that you do not get that as that SFLR jewel pool, which your rewards there are in jewel token. So Kinetic, Scepter, Spark, I can pull them all up and just kind of give you an idea. Scepter. There's the Scepter staking's closed. You see how it says staking closed, so you can't take your WFLR there to get some SFLR closed, right? 14th of September and the 7th of October. So it doesn't open up back until the 7th. All right, so they're closed. You can't go here. But if it was open, you could go here and connect your wallet and put some FLR here or WFLR here, and it'll make it staking. You earn extra rewards in SFLR. It generates, and you get that APY as well, which is what I really, really like by doing that. But the staking is, the period is over. Estimated annual percentage yield is 44%. Tells you the exchange rate is 1 SFLR is equal to 1.008 FLR, which is pretty good. Number of stakers. Okay, 1,848. 1,848 stakers. Total FLR staked, 882 million. So yeah, some nice metrics here to show you what's going on. And there's pool rewards data as well. I like that. These rewards have been distributed to the Scepter pool. 2.27 million FLR last staking period. Does not include flare drops. And then it says included epochs. You can view it in flare scan. That's nice. So again, staking period right now is closed, but you can go there when the period is open and get your SFORs, which I really, really, really like. Oh, this rewards thing is here. So they're doing just like Kinetic as well. See, it's just nice synergy. Let me see if I can find Kinetic. There's Kinetic. And let me pull up SparkDex before we connect any wallets here. SparkDex.ai. Kind of my favorite right now. Overall UI, UX features. SparkDex is kind of my favorite right now. Let me see something. I don't think I'm gonna. My test wallet. Let me do my test wallet. Why is it saying my thing is not here? I don't know why that does that. All right, fine. I'll use another wallet. I don't know why it does that. I know I got my VPN on, but my LAN still should let me do my thing here. What's going on? What's going on? All right, let's go here. Oh man, I gotta update. Gotta update this thing. Did it update? There it is. It's updating now. All right, all right. Let's see here. All right, so I can connect now. All right. I'm gonna connect here real quick, then I'll share here. What am I doing? Okay. Yeah, for some reason on this browser, when I just tried to use MetaMask, it's just not working. Don't know why. Okay. All right, let's share. Let me share. Keyless, let me share the screen. All right, so we're on Flare. And you can see the liquidity pools. I don't know why this here has no money in here. Did I enter it and not enter it, or what's going on here? Oh, and the other thing too, Barbie, do you know if you have to enter this steer pool from the steer app, or can you enter it? So steer is the liquidity manager here, but can I enter it from SparkDex? I feel like I can. I feel like I did. Anyway, those are the three pools that we're in. But if we go to the farms here, Legendary, you can see on SparkDex which rewards you're getting. So on SparkDex, they are the early participant, one of the early ones for getting the rFLR. All right. So swaps, when you swap, you don't get rFLR. If you enter a liquidity pool on SparkDex, you are eligible for the rewards FLR. And all of these pools except, oh, we got a USDX up in that joint. No, nothing in there yet though. Except for this one. The SFLR and Jewel, the rewards, you click on it here, the rewards, the daily rewards are in Jewel. Just so you know. Let's go back here. But if you click on any of these other ones, the stablecoin one's not bad here. Bridging over some stuff, that's nice. 250,000, okay, meets the minimum. It says here the fee APR is 1.23%. Rewards APR is 37, total 39. But you can see here the daily rewards legendary are in rFLR, 39% APR, 3% a month. Stables, fee tier is 0.01. TVL says it's 217,000. But this is, you got some extra stables. You want to maybe take a percentage of those stables. I never suggest all in on anything. And you can provide liquidity here. You can help with TVL. You can help with drawing attention to awesome Flare networks, etc. And you earn yourself about 3% a month. It's not bad. In this daily rewards here, it's really, really nice. Again, fee APR is 1%. The rewards APR is the 37 something percent, which is again pretty cool. You're getting some FLR here, 3% a month, some rewards FLR, and of course it gives you some options when you get the rFLR, right? So interesting way they're doing the rFLR, I think. It's smart. It's definitely smart, and it's got this whole you can withdraw. I think it's like what 1/12 is one thing, and then all of it is I think is a what do you call it? Penalty, 50% penalty, right? If you do all of the FLR, 50% penalty. I like the way they got it. I really, really do. I really, really do. That's just a little, I wasn't going to go over this. Just a little, ultimately they don't want you to, they're certainly allowing you to, but ultimately they don't want you kind of withdrawing all the rFLR. It's a 50% penalty to do so. What they really want you to do is, vest it for 12 months and then look at it again. And I like that because 12 months is just a great time. 12 months, to me, is a great time. I mean, that's it's going to be September. I mean, that's a great time to get full access to your rFLR. It says here, how does rFLR work? Rewards Flare is distributed monthly by the Flare Emissions Committee in order to increase liquidity in Flare's DeFi ecosystem and incentivize participation on Flare. Rewards are allocated monthly by the Flare Emissions Committee to participating DApps, who then distribute the rewards to users who are participating in their incentivized on-chain activities. Eligible users will accrue rFLR rewards monthly, which can be claimed directly through the portal. rFLR rewards will vest over a 12-month period. Does this help earning rFLR? Good. All right, tracking is great. Blaze Swap, Kinetic, SparkDex, Sceptre. That was initially, but I believe Enosys just today, hours ago, were an active participant in there as well. Here's some stuff here. Okay, so how is rFLR rewards FLR distributed? The rewards FLR eligible protocols are notified of upcoming allocations before the start of each month and can set their own criteria to user rFLR reward distribution. The committee favors strategies that incentivize participation. The rewards are then distributed via a script run by the DApps. What about any unclaimed or undistributed? Where we went through that, that's going to go back or burnt, depending on the committee. Unclaimed rFLR by users. Any unclaimed monthly distributions may stay open for a certain amount of time, or these funds could be reallocated to future programs or even burn. Undistributed rFLR by projects. Protocols have 30 days to distribute the rFLR rewards. If the protocol does not distribute it to its users within the window of time, the committee reserves the right to reclaim the rFLR for future reallocations. Awesome. Yeah, that doesn't really go over the 112, what part you can kind of immediately take and the other one you can't. Let me pull up the portal.flare. Let me see this here real quick. Am I connected? No, let's see. Oops. What happened? Connect. Let's connect here real quick. All right. Why is this thing not connecting? Let's try this again. The connection could not be established. I don't know why. Let me disconnect and try. I thought this portal had doesn't have it by name. Let me try connecting the guys. It's not connecting for some reason. Let's try. All right. It connected that time. Let's go to emissions. Then I'll share the screen. It doesn't show any. Okay. Nothing to claim. Claim your flight distribution drop, available funds, nothing. All right, let's see here. So you go to portal.flare.network and kind of check on your stuff there, your rFLR rewards and things like that. If I connect, you mouse here to select project, go to SparkDex, go to Kinetic, since nothing is to claim there. Again, it's monthly, so maybe I've done it. I did it already. Don't use the delegation account any longer. But I like SparkDex. I like Kinetic. I'm going to learn more about what's going on with. I like Sceptre, and I'm going to learn more what's about going on with Enosys. All right, so let me see. Let's see if I can connect here. Usually, I'm able to connect to multiple things, but for some reason, it was not letting me do it that time. Now here's Kinetic. It's the borrowing lending. A lot of nice features, nice good UI and UX here as well. You can see it's just I supply very little amounts here, less than probably $50. You can stake your Joule tokens when you earn it for 117% APY on the Joule. This is why that SFLR Joule liquidity pair is pretty popular. There is a cooldown period for unstaking the Joule. It looks like 90 days. And so I like that as well. But, you can check your rewards here. I like that they're doing that. And it looks like Sceptre has the rewards thing as well. Again, nice, very, very nice synergy. But supply is what I did with some tokens. You can supply SFLR, USDC, USDT, wrapped ETH now, FLR and wrapped FLR. Let me see here. What's going on with the wrapped ETH? APY. Go to the dashboard. Let's see. All right, so what do we got here? APY is 99% for ETH, 34% for USDC, 30% for USDC. Supply side is pretty good. 100% total borrow. What we got in this pool? 439,000 of ETH has been supplied so far. A million for USDC and a million for USDT. 6 million SFLR. 6 million. Pretty cool. Let me see here. Got some stats here. 165. Again, nice UX features going on here. 24-hour supply rewards. Got some 24-hour numbers. Kinetic. Good for you. 1,731 joule. Borrow none. All right. Reserve factor 12%. So yeah, I really like that. But that's another way to earn rFLR. A lot of people are kind of using the strategy, getting FLR, wrapping and delegating that. And then going to SparkDEX when Sceptre is not within their staking period, swapping that to SFLR, and just supplying the SFLR, right? Just supplying it. And, you know, I always use the example of $100, you know, $100 FLR, you wrap it, you're now eligible, that $100 is now eligible for flare drops. You delegate that wrap FLR, and you're now eligible for flare drops and rewards. You take that same $100 and you go over to SparkDEX, for example, swap it, the WFLR, to SFLR, and now you're getting the 44% APY on that as well. And you can supply it and earn whatever the supply APY is, just 1.something% as well. Again, you don't have to borrow and use the SFLR as collateral if you don't want to. You don't have to borrow if you don't want to. You can borrow if you'd like, but you don't have to now. You got to have a certain level of skill set when you want to go into the borrowing side of that. But that's pretty, you know, pretty cool. You know, getting rewards, getting the rFLR, getting the delegation rewards, getting the APYs. Nice synergy. 510 million FLR. And I think that's just their first distribution of this FLR, if I'm not mistaken. Just the first distribution, just the first 510 million, just the first batch of these rewards. Legendary says, I'm earning rFLR, just not sure where it's coming from. Like, you're not sure which platform. The rFLR comes from Flare now, the Flare committee. They give it to projects to incentivize user participation. Legendary says, I'm in the Steer protocol. Steer entered from, and you enter from SparkDEX. Awesome. That's the same one I'm in. I need to do something with those rewards I got. What's going on, Jack A? Hello, everyone. Did I miss the Enosys info yet? No, not really. I was just going over it and letting people know that the V3 version of the DEX is up. They got 75 liquidity pools. You know, so they're going to start, the whole journey of getting, TVL or acquiring users to the platform. It's good to see you have a number of places that people can go to. I like that. A lot of people are big fans of the HLN token and the APS token at Enosys. And I know I saw the Apsis token was part of one of the rewards for one of those liquidity pools as well. So that is super, super awesome there as well. So yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys. I don't know what I'm going to do with, where's those rewards at? Was it SparkDex? It was SparkDex. Got to see what I'm going to do with that. Pretty interesting pool, that SFLR jewel. churning out some stuff. Look, Flare's got a nice ecosystem, Flare flywheel economy that promotes long-term hodlers. I really, really like that, especially now. I mean, what you doing right now anyway? I mean, you know, what are you doing? I mean, we got 15 months or so, 14, 15 months of some nice excitement, I think, for the overall crypto space. It's going to be interesting to see what the FLR token is going to do during this run. I have no idea. I really, really don't. I don't know. I have no idea. I can't begin to, you know, I don't have no idea. But we're going to see. But yeah, I am very interested in trying that little thesis out. $400 or $500 of FLR. I'm going to do the stuff that I do with FLR. Then $400 or $500 of something else. Solana possibly adding to the Solana bag. Sui possibly adding to the Sui bag. And then, you know how we say our thesis is that the altcoins, they all have about the same opportunity in the bull run. It's, you know, same opportunity for a 5 to a 50x, same opportunity for a 10 to a 100x. We're all in that same pool. But it's just, you know, right now, I don't know of another token that has that economy going on right now, that flywheel economy like the FLR token does. Again, I don't know. Maybe there are. I'm not in all other ecosystems, so I don't know. I don't know if Arbitrum right now has something. Does Monad, they're launching February, March next year. Do they have a liquidity incentive event? I don't know. Is Barachain, they're launching February or March of next year. Do they have some other thing? I don't know. But I do know that FLR does. And if you've been in the weeds, if you've been here every day, if you've been you know, listening to Hugo and podcasts, if you've been doing your homework and due diligence, if you're excited about Flare Networks long term, for me, I am all of those things. And so I like the flywheel economy. But yeah, I was just thinking of that little thing to try. I already got my other thesis in action, which is, you know, BTC current strategy that I did to, I used a loan to borrow. Very unique, you know, position where you're fully in control of the whole kind of loan process. And I did that, and I want to track that for 11 months and 3 weeks. Check out that BTC. Check out the, you know, the gain, you know, be able to pay that back and paying back at, you know, borrowing at 5%, paying back at 6 or 7 or 10%, or not paying at all, whatever I want to do, checking that option and navigating that flywheel. It's really a loop that you can do with that dividend paying policy. So I'm excited about doing that and doing that and growing that. Yeah, I have Songbird. I'm invested in Songbird. Yeah. Jack AC, are you invested in Songbird? Yes, sir. I sure am. So I'm interested in kind of tracking that. I saw someone who ended up being, I don't know, who's in that dividend paying policy business. He commented on a video on X about Bitcoin or something or another. Anyway, and he was like, he just stated the exact thing that I was sharing as my thesis. But apparently his that company, his company, that company does that on the norm. But my experience had been with real estate and seeing how the people who are really into the commercial and all that real estate stuff, how they leveraged it. And I'm thinking, I think the better play is BTC. So we're going to see what's good. Going to track that, and I'm really looking forward to paying it off at 6 or 7 or 10%. Really looking forward to that, and then throwing that in there, and then just seeing that thing grow because you earn, you have the chance. They can't say legally, you get it. You have that chance of earning, 4, 5, 6% dividends on that, and just some other stuff as well. So I like that. So I'm excited about growing that over the years. My only next thing is how often would I do that? That's my only thing. Being that we're understanding now that the business cycle is every 4 years, even though it's not every 4 years. I mean, the business cycle is 4-year increments, but that window for asset appreciation is another thing, right? And so we're generally getting 2 to 3 years of a bear, 2.5 to 3, something like that. But there's a window where it's probably more optimal to use the borrowing strategy. So I'm going to play around with that and see. And I'm going to share it with you guys. Looking forward to doing that for sure. So guys, you got any questions? This is a Saturday night vibes. We're just going to hang out and talk some stuff. Let's see here. Oh, wow. I didn't realize that. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to hang out. You guys got any questions? I exited my SUI liquidity pool position. It's just, I did that before the rampage, right? Thank goodness. And I may look to just instead of cold storage walleting it, put it somewhere else and just take a portion, some of it, and put it on one of their protocols going over there. So are you guys excited about FLR? What are you guys thinking for FLR this year? What's your asset appreciation? Are you guys thinking 10x? You thinking a 20x? For me, it's hard to say because of the flare drops. So that's why I can't really put a thing on it other than to say, I feel like the FLR token has the same opportunity to 10x or 100x as all the other alts. Just don't know, right? It's when with the Fed cutting the way they did, when we begin to see the liquidity come in, it's a lot of choices out there. A lot of choices for people. So it's going to be interesting to see how it does. It looks like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana have established themselves as kind of go-to places, especially Bitcoin and Ethereum. We'll see. We're going to see what happens there. I don't know what's going on with SUI. I know Crypto Eddie is excited about it, for sure. So we'll see. What are you guys thinking about for FLR? What do you think about 10x? I've seen some people say like 50 cents. It's so hard to say. It's been at this 1.2 cents, this 1.5 cents for a good while, right? So it's been like that for a good while. So what do you guys think? I don't know. I really don't know, Trey. I really don't know. But it's going to be interesting to see. Do you guys think my scenario is right? I mean, $100 a flare, $200 a FLR, kind of feels. I don't know. Dan Rocky, Jack A says, will you and Dan Rocky do an interview or a show together. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I would be up to that. I have not met Dan Racky, but so I'm very I'm open to it for sure. But I'm very curious to see how that's going to play out. I'm excited for there's a lot of people in the community that have big numbers into FLR. So I'm really excited and praying for a win for them for sure in this cycle. I've said before that I'm looking forward to 2026. I'm looking forward to after the bull run and seeing Flare Network launch F assets, et cetera, seeing them go on that journey, seeing what kind of momentum they're going to garner and that type of deal. And looking forward to really doing some stuff in 2026, right? So again, I don't chase the game. I let the game come to me. I think it's important for me to bet on not the promise, but whatever is produced. I don't bet on the promise, I bet on the production. So we're going to see what it's going to look like, right, when it launches. Legendary says maybe not the best indicator, but the FLR on BitTrue was well over, talking about the IOU, well over $1 before the airdrop. Yeah. Yep. I remember that. So it's going to be really interesting to see, you know what I mean? I have no idea. I still put it in the, at the higher risk versus reward type deal, but it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do and how that goes. And again, for me, I have no problem with purchasing FLR at $1 or $3 or $5 because that means that it's a project that's going through it. It's going through. Remember this thing has to make it in the marketplace, right? It doesn't make it on promise, right? It's got to make it in the marketplace. I'm excited for what's possible there now that it has to prove out. Has to prove out. So I'm interested to see what that's going to look like. I'm just reading the chats there. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's that going to look like. Who's going to participate? Who's going to be minting? What are those numbers going to be looking like? You know what I mean? Legendary says I was using my FLR IOUs on BitTrue like a piggy bank. Yeah, I hear you, bro. Right? So I'm excited to see how that's going to work out. I'm excited to see the market share grab. What's going to happen when the buzz of Flare Networks is out and more people become aware of it, not just retail, but developers and businesses. What else? People, DeFi, OGs, DeFi, Degens, DeFi, people like, for example, Taiki, who are, what's the word? He just lives in this DeFi mid curve of established players and their economy and how it works. It's going to be interesting to see when he begins to get word of FLR, right? That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the DeFi people talking more about Flare Networks and seeing that what kind of traction they get. Jack A says my first goal was to hold on till after the flare drops are completed, right? So that's coming up, right? 26. We got a whole 15 months. It's such a good time. It really is such a good time. I think that the mid 2026 is when we're going to kind of just be That's it. End of the run. I still think the end of the run is, fall of 2025, but there's still some little bumps and stuff, little bumps up and stuff, before we actually get the down. That was the bull run. There it is. See ya. So I don't know how far into 2026 that'll be. Will it be February? Will it be June? But the vast, banana zone, as Paul likes to say, it's going to be in 2025. So the flare drops ending in January, I think, is awesome. And then, a lot of it's going to be, I'm excited to see people generating their passive income strategy from this, because, lots of way to earn, lots of ways to earn some passive income. Very, very excited about that, So it's going to be interesting to see them go on their run, see them go out there and prove themselves in the marketplace. So F assets, over collateralization, security, seeing that whole thing work, right? Seeing the whole thing work. How many people are going to be in these providing FLR as collateral or minting F assets? What's going to be the daily active users, right? Not just the wallets, but what's daily active users? Who are the people staying there, participating? So excited to see that journey. I really, really am. What's going on, Pay Me an FXRP here and accounted for? What's going on, bro? So I was just sharing Pay Me an FXRP. I'm excited about Flare Network's journey. I'm excited to see what kind of traction they're going to get in the marketplace. Really, really excited about that. Really, really, really excited about that. Live from Las Vegas. Nice. Nice, bro. Nice. Very nice. We like Vegas. We like Vegas. So really excited to see what's going to kind of go on there. I know look, we've been in a few cycles now. We know when the bull runs over, we're going to see some stuff, right? Going down as much as 95%, almost 99%. So it's going to be interesting to see. Payment FXLP says, I'm excited to and glad to hear about V3 on Enosys. Yeah, that's the thing I covered in the beginning. It's good to see them live. There's no APY for their pools right now. I think they said they're going to put that out in a bit. They need some other data or something. But it's good to see they got some pools. They said 75 different liquidity pools, which is interesting. So I was only on there in the test net. I haven't put any live money on Enosys yet. But that SFLR Jewel is kind of doing its thing, for sure. I just got to see what I'm going to do with the Jewel tokens. Initially I said I'm going to be splitting that Jewel up into FLR and 50% probably FLR, and then the other Jewel either adding it into that pool, or which is what I've done twice, I think, or staking. But I don't have a significant position yet, there. I don't have a significant position there, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, we're gonna see how that goes. Guys, got any questions about Flare? Try my best to answer them as best as I can. Any other questions? Some AMAs, we can do kind of a little AMA. Any DeFi questions? Anything at all? Anything at all? So, yeah, I'm gonna do my Kinetic. It's a Kinetic SparkDex thing. Nice rewards for sure, man. Nice rewards. I'll do that before I head off. Payment after. Okay. He says, I have a question. What's your question, brother? It's going to be interesting to see what the FLR does, the token does. It's going to be really, really interesting to see, you know, in the height of this bull run, who's going to be talking about Flare? Like, what other channels are going to start picking up on it and stuff like that? I'm just waiting for your question, brother. Just waiting for your questions. So, yeah, so I'm really, really looking forward to seeing what's going on. Technically, it had almost unlimited potential. Are you talking about FLR? Yes. Payment XRP says, I had FLR, abscess, and liquidity pool on Enosys. It has ended, and I'm at a loss. I'm permanent loss. I have taken it out, but no LP tokens. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know. Usually, was the LP position could have been so small that it just said 00 or 0.000 because your position, your stake in that pool, your portion of that pool, your stake in that pool was so small. But yeah, I would still need to definitely still withdraw it and then it should show up in the rewards what tokens were in that pool. Oh, my question is, as long as I don't cash out the LP token, do I still have a chance to recover? No. No, because the pool's ended, and so you can't really use the rebalancing strategy that you would need to there's a strategy you can do to kind of offset that impermanent loss. But with it ending, I don't think so, unless they ended that particular FLR abscess and they started another one where you could use it, what we call a rebalance strategy. So that's kind of how I see. I have 10 LP tokens, FLR, and abscess. Yeah. So unless there's another FLR abscess pool, yeah, for the LP, yeah. Yeah. If there is not another FLR abscess, but I thought that there was. And then they got 75 pools. I thought pay me an FXRP that I saw another FLR pool. I thought I did, but let's see. Yeah, I see a FLR abscess here. It's nothing in that pool. Only 1,000 in that pool. 8,000 in that pool. So I see some FLR stuff. There's not a lot of volume there, but I do see it. It's only $8,000. Yeah, it's just real curious because this looks like the OG. This is like the first one, right? Um, what's that say here? Is that 189? 185, 481,000, 481,000, 189 million? Yeah, so these numbers, yeah. I would wait a few hours to see what's going on with the APYs and these pools. It's not enough data. And these numbers seem off. But there are 3 pools, only one with any kind of liquidity in there. But I would wait a few hours to see. A lot of people like the Apsis token. Obviously, FLR, I'm familiar with, comfortable with for sure for holding. I don't know enough about Apsis to say that, but I didn't want to Payment FXRP says I didn't want to cash out the LP yet just to see. Yeah, so yeah, the pool's done, right? So you got to withdraw it. I don't know if you can take those LP tokens to another FLR Apsis pool, to be honest. I don't know. But I don't think so. But I don't know. I don't know. So there it is, fam. Look, so I'm going to hop off here. Give Miss Crypto C's a call. I appreciate you guys checking in. Interesting. Excited for the Flare Networks journey. It's going to be really interesting to see how is it going to perform during this cycle. It's going to be very, very interesting to see. F assets sometime this year. It's going to be very, very interesting to see about participation. Are we doing the collateral? Are we getting in the collateral pool? Are we using FLR? Are we just minting BTC or XRP? It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. I'm very, very interested to see strategies and all those different kind of things like that. We're going to learn some good stuff for sure. All right, fam. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. As always, I'm going to end this live stream. Do me a favor. If you didn't hit the like button on the way in, would you please do so on the way out? That'd be super, super cool. And if you happen to be in the 45-50% or so of people that are hanging out, listening to and watching the Crypto Seeds and haven't subscribed to the channel, no worries. We're trying to get that number down from 50% down to about 25%. And you could do your part right now by just hitting that subscribe button. It's amazing how often we can be listening to someone over and over and over again and never subscribe. I mean, I just noticed I did that the other day. And I had to hit the subscribe button. You can do yours as well. Also, don't forget to ring the notification bell so you know whenever we go live or whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this one like I do all my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I, we're already winning. And I would ask you to consider this, so perhaps ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See you. Bye.